Everyone.
AJP.
Imagine your life without the sound of music. What would it be like? How would you live? No dancing. No music for our drive commute to school or work. No high-powered music to pump us up during our workouts. No music to celebrate events such as Christmas, birthdays, weddings, yes, even upcoming graduation parties. We are exposed to music every single day. Without music in our life, it would be like living in an achromatic, melancholic, empty and stark world. Everyone loves listening to music. Music is timeless, sensual, and essential. If there was no music to be heard, life would be a mistake, said Friedrich Nietzsche, a great late German philosopher of the University of Leipzig. Music is multifaceted. Its melodies, harmonies, and rhythmic devices convey messages and feelings, loves, morals, protests, and hope. Music has tremendous power to shape culture, history, and heritage. We live in a country in which music instruction in schools is dramatically underfunded and disappearing. It is important that in the 21st century, you learn the language of music and the significance of learning a musical instrument. I'm going to talk to you about what music means to me personally and its importance to culture, emotions, and physical health. We all have responsibility to be good guardians of the gift of music. As a musician, it is my duty to make you appreciate music for the enjoyment and emotional touch that I love ardently. When words cannot portray the emotions you are feeling, turn to music. It will speak to you. Bono, one of the world's rock and roll's greatest vocalists from the band U2, with the world-acclaimed album Joshua Tree, states that music can change the world because it can change people. Fundamentally, music is a combination of sounds. Making music is putting sounds and tones in order to create a composition. The component consists of a melody, the main voice, that is standing out of the tune or the song. The harmony, that has multiple pitches being struck at the same time, or a chord and rhythm, the arrangement of sounds as the beat or tempo flows through the music. Some of you know this about me, that I'm a zealous lover of the piano. Ever since I was a young boy, I loved playing musical instruments. I remember watching my father play pieces by Beethoven, Chopin, and Bach, listening to his accomplishments as a young adult, and telling me the significance of music in his life has encouraged me to continue the musical legacy of my family. Instruments include ranging from my toddler piano, ornate with colorful popsicle sticks glued to the side, completing my second grade science fair on my Les Paul electric guitar, and the most important, the Model B Steinway & Sons grand piano that's down to me now. According to the Washington Post, Steinway & Sons are the acme of pianos. Its supremacy, elegance, craftsmanship woos musicians. The deep cultural network and historical tradition that you join as a piano player for 200 years, the piano has been the staple of the home, bringing together families and friends and strengthening communities with the power of music. The piano has 88 keys, with 52 white and 36 black colored keys. There are 7 octaves of notes. The politically correct UNESCO-friendly faux ivory keys, i.e. plastic, are what current piano keys are made out of. Spending the time with piano offers a profusion and plethora of benefits that improves your quality of life. Let me be frank with you. It is so enjoyable, fulfilling, and exhilarating to share music for an audience and hearing an applause. The reciprocal pleasure that the pianist and the audience feels is rewarding. I've currently played for over 10 years and will continue to pursue this passion in college. For the past 4 years, I've played at the Hilton at Prep Festival of Trees Christmas events at the Sinesta Resort, and numerous times I've bluffed in retirement communities with my piano teacher. Every Friday after school, I drive 30 minutes to Sun City to see my teacher, Mrs. Ann Martin Lee, a sweet lady from Portland, Oregon, who studied music at the prestigious Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York. Even though you're sitting on a bench, don't get me wrong, piano is a workout of its own. When you listen to music, multiple areas of your brain become engaged and active. But when you actually play an instrument, that activity becomes more like a full body brain workout, said Anita Collins from TED-Ed. We play for an hour and a half. We work on a variety of hand and brain techniques that sharpen coordination. Our practices involve hand-ins, scales, finger strengthening, and sight reading. Involving these conditionings and increases the volume and activity in the corpus callosum, the bridge between the two hemispheres of the brain. Mrs. Ann Lee has instilled the love of learning music and the inclination to constantly practice, even when I do not feel like doing it. I will always remember her words of encouragement and her big smile when I master a piece. I play piano because I believe it is something you'll never forget. It has been part of my life forever. Music is endless. The benefit of musical education has allowed me to explore my creative side. Your appreciation and understanding of all music and art around you enriches your experiences as a citizen of this world. Music inspires me to learn and do more things that make life meaningful. This year, I'm part of the upper school orchestra and taking on the challenge of learning the bass. The legendary Art Garfunkel, a popular musician from the band Simon Garfunkel in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, puts it, "We human beings are tuned such that we crave great melody and great lyrics. And if somebody writes a great song, it is timeless that we as humans are going to appreciate something and appreciate the music." An American poet, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, declared that music is the universal language of the world, and Beethoven claimed that music is higher revelation than all wisdom and philosophy. You can communicate across any cultural boundaries in a way that you cannot with prevalent languages such as French and Chinese. Without a basic understanding of music, you will not fully appreciate what it has to offer. Music, it also has cultural and political commentary. I remember sophomore year walking into American Studies with Dr. Klinkman, one day with Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA on YouTube. I remember listening to the song that sold over 18 million copies on my Spotify playlist, never realizing its message that it conveyed. Springsteen's rock and roll song is considered by many to be the all-American song. In reality, it's not. Furthermore, people may misinterpret this cheerful, patriotic anthem, thinking it shows the greatness and glory of America. However, it's an ingrate indictment of the Vietnam War. Springsteen once said about Born in the USA that it is a spiritual crisis which a man is left lost, like he has nothing left to tie him to society anymore, isolated from the government, from his job, from his family, to the point where nothing makes sense. Born in the USA illustrates not only the cultural power of music, but the fact that such power often goes beyond the intentions of its creators. For those who are still questioning the importance of music in one's life, consider what scientific research has to offer. We are using music to better understand brain function, said Daniel Levitin, an eminent psychologist who studies the neuroscience of music at McGill University in Montreal. Studies have been conducted by Levitin and published in the journal Trends in Cognitive Sciences. In 2013, his data demonstrated music increased brain function. Music improved the body's immune system and immediately reduces stress. Personally, while writing this speech, I had Clair de Lune by Claude Debussy, and Caribbean Blue by Enya on repeat for hours. This certainly reduced my levels of stress and allowed me to concentrate while writing the senior speech. Additionally, Levitin's research revealed listening to music before surgery was found to be more effective than prescription drugs in minimizing anxiety. We have found compelling evidence that musical interventions can play a healthcare role in settings ranging from operating rooms to family clinics. To conclude, music is that dynamic catalyst that allows one to express one's emotions. Music is beautiful. Music, no matter what instrument you use, whether it's the piano, the ukulele, or the human voice, it has remarkable abilities to communicate and express any emotion you feel. Without art and music, there would be no creativity and imagination in the world. If you do not play a musical instrument, take lessons. If you do not know the musical language, learn it. Advocate for more music instruction in school. Be open to learning different genres of music, especially those from other cultures. Actively lift up and teach others about the music that is important to you. Greg Lake from the band Emerson, Lake and Palmer stated, "Music is an emotional experience, and that it is what imprints itself on the soul." And I think for me, any great art is art which communicates human emotion. Let us use every day as an opportunity to acknowledge our emotions and experience the joy of life. Ask yourself, could you go without music in your life? My response is an adamant no. Thank you. questions? Ms. Ham. Sorry, could I hear the end again? My bad. Well, I've been part of her life for 10 years, and I know that I have a special place in her heart for me, because she always calls me on a regular basis. Yesterday, she called me when I told her I was giving my speech, so she was really thrilled that I was talking about her, and she was very touched, so. Any other questions? Dr. Bassett?
Justin, can you talk to us about your personal experience with music changing your thinking process, not just your mood and emotion? So I know there's research that correlates music to changes in thought, correlates it to ability to do math, correlates it to flexible or imaginative thinking. Do you have any personal anecdotal experience with that you want to share?
Yes, music definitely allows me to be more patient and double check my work. And I remember learning the Spanish alphabet in sing-song form. It's much easier to learn in sing-song form because I'm able to recall it. If I were just to say monotone, sing-song form helps. And that's why we're able to know the lyrics of any song that plays. After we hear it 1,000 times, we all instantly know what the song is. So music has helped me be patient and understand how I think and how I'm able to express myself. Any other questions? No? Okay.